Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Aquarius, I'm just pulling up cards and I'm getting some interesting stories. Everything from square dancing to, I don't know, square dancing was the most interesting one anyway. So I'm just pulling out cards. Aquarius, Aqua babies, it's your turn. Let's see, what are the cards going to say? What are they saying about you, Aquarius? What are they saying? Aquarius, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. We start off with the Six of Pentacles. I always find this card interesting. There's two messages I get with this card. Okay, just look at that. Oh, I just remembered. I forgot to take a picture. Anyways, I have to... Damn it. I just remembered something from the Capricorn reading. I was going to take a picture of part of their spread so they could see something. I'm going to have to figure out what those cards were now. So, okay. It's like she's about to give a handout, right? No. I get a warning with this card. You see how there's like people here, they're hungry, they need money. She's opening her purse up. But doesn't that seem like a strange thing to do, like to open your purse? Almost like she's showing them like there's nothing in there. But then she's also looking at this line of people that are lined up, I'm going to say like at a food bank or like some sort of charity. Almost, I want to say this to me reminds me of someone who's almost gotten to the point where they're giving too much of themselves to others that they're going to end up needing to be receiving support, you know? Okay, so that's the first card. Anyways, the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, there's something here about, like, okay, it could be resources, the resource of you, resources that you manage, your own resources, whatever this is, like, there's only so much of you to go around, I kind of want to say. And then you kind of need to protect that. Needing to kind of hold your ground on that. Like, there's only so much of you to go around, and you need to hold your ground on that. I want to say because it's almost like a projection here. This is a weird reading, like almost like a projection. Like, see how the chart's going down? But the Nine of Cups comes in with the Eight of Cups. It's kind of like seeing the writing on the wall here, that there's something cannot continue to go the way it's going. I need to kind of protect myself here. And I almost too, also that protecting myself is also going to kind of feel a little bit, I don't know, not the best, but I want to say because there's a purpose here with your Nine of Cups, like something that you want for yourself here. But the Eight of Cups is also feeling like the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Cups to me feel like somehow distancing yourself from something. It's projected that I need to do that. So let's see what, okay, under the Six of Pentacles, I have the Knight of Cups. Interesting. Under the Seven of Wands, I have the Knight of Swords. Under the Nine of Cups, wow, you have the Two of Cups. And under the Eight of Cups, you have the Eight of Swords. What is going on here? just give me a second, because there's something like this Knight of Cups. He's just like sticking out like a sore thumb here. All of the cards that have come out, it's all like a feminine being depicted in the cards, except the Knight of Cups, and then except the Two of Cups. So to me, I'm just trying to figure this out. Well, I want to say the Nine of Cups too, but there's a whole bunch of people there. But the one person in the forefront, who's the center of it, is obviously the one who's part of the story. Particularly with a deck like this, like the art plays a pretty strong, the visual is a pretty strong message here too. Why is the Six of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups? It's almost like somebody dreaming about something. There's something odd going on here. Like it's almost like somebody's dreaming about something or someone, and then, but this is a different person from who is here, who is actually writing something, but then they throw it away. They write it and then they throw it away. It's kind of weird. It almost feels like two people who share a same likeness, desire, camaraderie, or something, but it's kind of left unspoken. Because he's not saying anything. He's got, I don't want to say, it looks like pictures of her actually. Because this little blonde lady here, and in the picture, and a little blonde lady here, and he's imagining like he's thinking about her, and then she's here writing letters, but she keeps crumpling them up. So this is literally, it feels like two people who are thinking about each other and not talking about it. Why are these fairies taking up the crumpled ones? Are they trying to take them away, or are they trying to show them to her? The other thing that I get with this too, if I just look kind of like I don't identify the differences in the two characters here in the cards, it looks to me like someone who's been spending a lot of time thinking about someone, and they keep writing different letters, but then they never send them. That's what that looks like too, with the Knight of Swords. Some sort of obligations. Some sort of obligations could be keeping someone from taking action on so the more romantic side of themselves. And then with the Seven of Wands and this Knight of Swords, I feel like there's some sort of pressure or need, or this person is trying to protect what they really want to say. So, okay, this could also be somebody here might be, that could be Aquarian energy, might be prone to being a little bit, so what's the word? I'm sorry, I'm struggling. There's a lot of nuance in this reading, so I'm trying to like make sure that I get each part. I know this is going to be the odd person. It's going to be like, can you just say which? It's not that easy. I'm not reading a book with, you know, detailed sentences and paragraphs. I'm trying to create them out of this channeled and visual messages. So somebody who could be a little bit quick to react to things, or, oh, I have this idea, I got to do it right now, right? Like urgency. But they're almost like somebody who's trying to like guard against their own urgency here. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to do that. It's really weird. There's a sense of second guessing. But, and I want to say though, there is something relevant about like these two people being like doing this. But then you have this, and this is sitting under the Nine of Cups. So it is like some sort of a wish, some sort of a hope. But I feel like two people share this, but neither one of them realize how much the other one, I feel like these two people would feel the same way about each other with the Two of Cups. But neither one is saying anything. Maybe for fear, like maybe there could be like their feelings could be like so strong and think, no, there's no way this person feels the same way. Or see that, because now here we go. Like then we go to the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Swords. It's like, yeah, there's something unsaid here. Something unsaid between two people that makes, if not both of them, at least one of them feel like, oh, this person doesn't feel the same way. I'm not going to invest in that emotionally. I'm going to kind of walk away. I'm not going to do that. And then the Eight of Swords is not really, could be not seeing that person. So I wonder if these are two eights. One above the other. Is that reflecting two people in a similar energy, but in a different way? So one person is like, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to focus on something else. And then, so the other person is thinking, well, I don't see them anymore. So what's going on? This is so curious. It's actually a little bit of a sad story. Like, honestly. I mean, I don't know how this is going to play out, but it reminds me of, you know, when you see movies like this, and then these two people bump into each other like years later, and somehow it becomes obvious, or it comes out that, you know, one person had these like really strong feelings about this other person, and they say, oh my God, I felt the same way about you. But you never said anything. And it just has that. But it's almost like these two people have completely different lives at that point. Not saying that's how it goes, but that's how, like, it always seems to play out, like in movies like that, right? And you just think, oh, if one of them had just said something. What the hell? What is what's under here? Oh my gosh. Okay. The Empress, the Queen of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Ace of Cups. Well, that's wonderful, isn't it? That's a wonderful energy. The Empress, the Queen of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. This is like somebody, this is almost like, isn't it interesting? Because here it's like, you know, this feminine energy, she's consoling, she's looking after this little one. You'll be okay. It's all right. You get up. Here's your Band-Aid. Go off. Keep playing. Your body's magical. You'll heal. But then it's almost like, but this masculine energy then is almost kind of comes in, because you see this feminine is kind of like, the weight of the world or whatever it is, but consoling. And this is victorious here. This is about somehow a balanced energy, almost like, it looks like this feminine energy gives. And then when this feminine energy is depleted, this masculine energy, I don't know, somehow returns back to her. And this is successful, and it feels really good all around, right? But then the Five of Wands comes in. That was my new word, was the opposition. The opposition energy. And then, well, not like it's a whole new word to me. I didn't mean it to come out like that. It's like, oh, Cindy's learning some new words. The new word attributed to this card came out in Capricorn. But sometimes I learn new words, yeah. And the Seven of Cups here. So the confusion, the mystery. There's, yeah. I don't know what this is. It's kind of sad. But anyway, so let's see. What is this other energy over here? Well, why did it say this other energy? It's just supposed to be another pile. Okay, so what is this other energy over here? See, when I'm not thinking, I'm just like, channeled it. So what is this other energy? I don't know what this other energy is. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Because that looks like two energies there, but I'm not sure. Okay, what is this? This is Judgment. Judgment. The Page of Wands. Oh, the Empress. Oh, and the Queen of Cups. Look how that came through. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Okay, what's under Judgment? What's the Six of Wands? Did those underlines not get separated at all when I reshuffled? They didn't. The Ace of Cups is the opposition there. So the Six of Wands is under Judgment. The Ace of Cups is under the Page of Wands. What is under the Empress? The Ten of Cups. The opposition got removed in the underline. Do you see how that happened? What's under the Queen of Cups? The Page of Swords. Wow, this is almost like someone who sees the emotional depth in another, or two people who see the emotional depth within each other. Wow, it's really deep shit. Oh, I feel like this might have a happy ending. Where's the opposite? Oh, the opposition! But it wasn't meant to be pulled because I was at the end of the line. The opposition got left behind. Do you see how those cards came in and moved the opposition? The underline is the Six of Swords. Oh, the Six of Cups. Oh my God. I think this has a happy ending. This isn't like a Hollywood movie. So is the Six of Swords coming out of the darkness into the light towards soulmate or someone from your past. Could be. There's something going on here about two people thinking about each other in the same way. But something goes unsaid. Something goes unsaid. Or somebody doesn't know the right way to say it, so they don't say it. And then this emotional distance is formed. I want to say because one person feels like, oh, this person doesn't feel that way. And then, so they move on. And then the person who did feel that way but didn't say anything is like, well, where did they go? Now I don't see any way to connect with them. You know, I don't know. But this, and is it interesting how much, like all that underlying that was connected to that story just got shuffled again over here, and it all came out except the opposition. So now what I see here is I see a rebirth, a new beginning that's successful. I see communication, right? The Page of Wands. And I want to say too, because she looks like she's not sure, ooh, what do I do with these things? What do I do with what's curling up my arm? But I don't know. But somehow the right word comes out to make things feel really good with the Ace of Cups. The right thing comes out. There's some sort of proper communication, or there's communication that feels so good. And then the Empress with the Ten of Cups. This is really beautiful. I don't know. This is like a marriage. I don't know. But I mean, they're having a wedding, if that's the kind of thing for you. But they're kind of together there, right? Like, having, like, it does. It's like, it just looks like it births into, how would I describe this whole last part? Because then, right, then it takes us into this with this Queen of Cups and the Page of Swords. This is literally like the union of two people that love and nurture each other, and they both see and recognize the emotional depth within the other. That's big. That's big, no? And right, and then here, on your way into like being guided toward this soulmate energy. So I do 3 piles. I don't even have to clarify these. As difficult as that was, I don't want to challenge myself more with it. I think I pulled it out what it is. And then I'm going to go over here. I'm going to, like, a 3rd pile. Oh, okay. What's this? How did that happen? How did that end up at the top and come out? Okay, so the 3rd pile starts with the Six of Swords into the Six of Cups. 2 sixes. Oh, the Six of Wands too. 3 sixes. 4 sixes, because you had the Six of Pentacles. You have all the sixes out. Well, that's balance, divine balance. And that's the energy that takes us away from difficult energies. Oh, there's the opposition. The Five of Wands. And the King of Wands. So he'll have none of that. So, okay. The King of Wands stands up against the opposition. Oh, now it's starting to sound like a Hallmark movie. So under the Six of Swords, you have the King of Pentacles. Under the Six of Cups, you have the Hermit. Oh, I feel like this is someone you haven't seen in a bit. Under the Five of Wands, you have the Ace of Wands. Under the King of Wands, you have the Two of Swords. Swords. Well, the Ace of... Okay, yeah, no. I feel like if there was any sort of roadblocks here, stagnation, indecision, it's this wand energy burns through it. And I do feel like it's someone you haven't seen in a while. Wow, the Two of Wands. But look at this. Literally, it's like two... Because she's looking in the crystal ball. I feel like there's something similar here. Particularly, right, it's really, really supported with this Two of Cups. Coming in with both these people. Like, to me, they're both in their own way being depicted how they're thinking about someone else. Or I'm trying to say something to somebody. Or they're not understanding what I'm trying to say, right? And this Two of Wands is like projecting into the future. Yeah, am I doing that in this reading for you? Am I projecting into the future? So, well, that's this part. That's this part. Because it's the last part? Interesting. Wow. Well, there you go. That's very interesting, Aquarius. I'm going to go do your extended. In the extended, I'm going to use the Return of Spirit Oracle deck. And I have to pick up the deck. I'm going to look at your karma dharma, baby. Your karma dharma. So the karma is lesson not quite fully learned. You're still alchemizing and transforming the energies around that lesson. The dharma is a lesson that you fully learned, fully alchemized, and the receive that you get from that. And that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much, Aqua Babies. Till next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.